Hello and welcome to the continuation of our video. So this part, we are going to talk about lipids, and lipids is commonly known for two names, fat and oil. So usually this is a way for our body to store energy in a long-term process. So from glucose, it's going to be converted into a lipids that would be stored in our body and will be used after in a fat form that can be used when your body needs it the most. Now, there is one thing that we are very common about when it comes to fats or fatty foods. The so-called type of fats. The first one is saturated and unsaturated. So what's the difference? If you look at the unsaturated fat, this is an unsaturated. It is called unsaturated. It's because there is a portion, okay, between in the chain of your fatty acid, wherein there is a double bond, making it an unsaturated. Okay, what makes a fatty acid saturated is there is no presence of double bond in the carbon chain that is present. So let's start to look at the different types or specific samples of your fatty acids and oils or fats and oils. The first one is the butyric acid, which is found in butter, so is true with caproic acid. If you notice, they are much shorter, which means okay, they have a much lower melting point. The higher you go, okay, the melting point of this fatty molecules will be greater. So you have coconut oil and you have palm oil. These are all saturated or unsaturated. These are all saturated because there is no double bond. Let's go on. Stearic acid and arachidic acid. These are both found in peanut oil and animal or vegetable fat. They're both saturated because there is no double bond. Now, when it comes to oleic acid, linoleic acid, and linolenic acid, they are all unsaturated because of the presence of the double bond for this type of oils. So these oils are they easily harden and also they have a much higher melting point as you work with them. So what are the advantage of this thing? So what's the advantage of your fats and your fatty acids in your oil? So first, okay, lipids act as storage. Okay, they provide energy for you in a long-term process. Next, it's a membrane lipid. It is the covering or the coating of cells, which controls the materials that comes in and come out of your cells. Number two, emulsification or your bile acid, the one that helps in mixing up materials. Number four, this will be your messenger lipids. So we've talked about this. These are your hormones. So messenger lipids are the type of fats or type of cousins of fats that is involved in the communication of your body. And number five, it's a protective coating. So if you notice, some of the plants may have this glistening color. So usually it is an effect of the content of lipid in their physical structure. I mean, in their chemical structure. So lipids are very important because of their energy storage capability, their membrane as in protection of a cell, and emulsification, also the mixing capability. The messenger lipid is the one that allows it to communicate, protective coating, and also for steroids. So, for example, if you have disorders that might need an assistance with the use of steroids, you could be able to use them. However, some people use steroids for, let's just say, for bodybuilding that helps them improve their gain of muscles and to dehydrate themselves. It affects. So, I would not encourage you to do that, but there are different functions of lipids in our body. Next is protein. So protein serves a major structural component for our body. Why? First, okay, it is a major component for your skin, for your muscles, your nails, and your cartilages. So this one is purely protein. your nails are purely pure protein. They are very dependent to this type of biomolecule. So a protein is from what we've discussed, remember? So this is from the RNA. The general structure of your protein looks like this. And then you add here an NH2 structure, and then this R can be you can add any type of molecule to combine it with. So from what we discussed, from transcription, translation, that will be the development of your polypeptide chain. So to create protein, you're going to need amino acid. So amino acid is the building block of protein. This is the building block. Okay, so without it, no amino acid. So these are different, without amino acid, no protein. So these are the different types of amino acid. We've discussed this, that we have here the starting codon, we have a stop codon. The protein that can be produced, okay, is controlled by our by our genes or cell that we have in our body. So usually, okay, this will be dependent to the code that is going to be needed, or what protein needs development or needs creation for spare parts or materials. Now, this is these are the common, okay, these are the common amino acids. I think there are more than 100, but these are the most common, and these are the structures. If you've noticed, NH2, COOH, NH2, COOH, NH2, COOH. And then there is a connection into that R, whatever it is. So NH2, COOH, NH2, COOH. That is the common structure of your amino acid. So if you combine amino acids, usually this is how amino acid works. You have here amino acid, and then usually this is going to be a loss of a hydrogen molecule, the creation of a hydrogen molecule, which connect, okay, which connect two separate amino acids, which create a peptide chain. And if you have a peptide chain that is long enough, you try to mix it up to create a protein. So let's go to the last part of the discussion. We're not going to go for nucleic acid. Last will be your vitamins. Vitamins is an organic compound. It's okay. It is an organic. Okay, so let me clarify this. Okay, so vitamins is very important. However, it is essential at a very small amount. The general difference between vitamins, your protein, lipids, and fats, those three can be consumed at a much bigger rate. However, for vitamins, for them to be functional, you need a small amount for a functioning body. So, please do not take any medical supplements you don't have if you don't have any deficiencies. Okay? Deficiencies is your lack of them. So, by the way, these vitamins can be divided into two groups, water soluble and fat soluble. So, the first one can be dissolved in water, the second one can be dissolved in fats. So, this one is divided into groups, the vitamin B group, which is water soluble, and vitamin C, and then vitamin A, D, E, and K are all fat soluble. Now, let's go and discuss vitamin A. So, vitamin A is made only in animals but can be synthesized when an animal or a human would eat from carrot, spinach, whose carotene components are very high. So, where can you get vitamin A too? You can get it from milk, cheese, butter, egg, and these things can contain vitamin A. Next, vitamin B. Okay, by the way, if you have deficiencies for vitamin A, you are more likely to have eye problems. So vitamin A is key in helping for better eyesight. Okay, there's a chance of a better eyesight if you don't have any deficiency for from vitamin A. Number two, vitamin B. This is a nitrogen based compound, which means most of the materials are or most of this can be found by consumption of meat. So there are a lot of disorders that can be experienced if you are lacking vitamin B. So these are the sets of sources for your vitamin B. So you could use it from grain, you could use it from nuts, from avocado, from mushroom, from possibly salmon, I guess, spinach, and other. You can get it from egg. So what happens if you are missing vitamin B? So you can have confusion from your head, anemia, skin rashes, nausea, diabetes, fatigue, irritability, and possibly depression, and tingling of hands and feet. So, vitamin B is key. Number two, vitamin C. So, mostly found in fruits and usually aids in the metabolism of iron and amino acids. So, if you notice, peppers are good sources of your vitamin C. If you notice, some of them can produce vitamin C's at different amount. So you could actually get these vitamins at a minute amount from different or variety of fruits and vegetables available in your home. Okay, so what could happen if you have a vitamin C problem? So you could have nosebleeds, easy bruising, gingivitis or bleeding of your gums. Your wound would heal slower, dry or split hairs, dry skin, joint pains, immune impairment, and digestive disorders. So this could affect if you have deficiency or you lack vitamin C. Next, vitamin D. If you lack vitamin D, okay. By the way, you don't get vitamin D from the sun. Okay, you expose yourself from the sun, and the sunlight will help activate the development of vitamin D in your body. However, you could also take it from eating. Okay, this one is salmon, from egg, from milk, from cheese, from legumes, from I don't know if this is a part of the green vegetables, but from different types of cheese, you could actually get vitamin D. Okay. Now for vitamin E and vitamin K, so for vitamin E and K, usually you get them from vegetable leaves, oils, nuts, wheats, um, and plant oil. This is the so plant oils. This is where you get your vitamin E and vitamin K. So what is the advantage of having your vitamin E and vitamin K? So for vitamin E, the advantage of your vitamin E is this. Vitamin E helps, okay, in regulation of antioxidants. So usually for your lungs, your vitamin E helps in the since your lungs is like you breathe every day, right? So as you take in oxygen, your lungs is more exposed to outside materials. So without vitamin E, okay, there is a problem when it comes to your lungs, but vitamin E helps in giving out antioxidants that help cleans out things that is going in your body. And for vitamin K, it helps especially in avoiding that you become sterile. It helps you in your reproductive health. So, if you want to have a good and healthy reproductive way of living, you need to eat properly. So, make sure that you'd be able to take part of this different type of vitamins. However, you don't have to take them in big amount. Remember, vitamins needs to be in small amount so that it will be functional for you.